Hello and welcome to Fisher Bridge Productions. It is Saturday, July 5th, 2025, and we're at the North Stratford Public Library open house. Enjoy.
The station was built in 1889.
You don't mind if I video you?
No, that's fine.
Right.
Train station was built in 1889. It was actually built across the tracks. And in 1920 they moved it over here, added a section onto it, and gave the town the piece of property to have a park. There used to be a beautiful fountain over here also. And the train station kind of fell into disrepair in the 70s and 80s. And the 1990s the town bought it and spent about $300,000 in a restoration. And so you're looking at one of the last wooden Grand Trunk railway stations, both here and in Canada. Most of them have been torn down. And you can certainly come in. We've got an operating train layout inside, and you can see the woodwork, beautifully restored. Like I said, about 2000, 2001. And now it's also the town library. And then we have, this is the ticket office, and was the telegraph office at the time.
There's an interesting history. I also knew someone that grew up in this town. She said, I guess there's a derailment here back in the 80s.
Yes, I got pictures of that.
Oh.
It was right there, and it took the building out that was on the left-hand side of the tracks. That was in 1975, I think it was. Yeah, it was a terrible accident. I mean, there's been accidents historically. This line went in 1852, 10 years even before the Civil War. So this is a very old line. It runs from Montreal to Portland, Maine. And Portland, Maine is a ice-free port. So in those days they could ship grain from Canada, the interior of Canada, through Montreal to Portland, and it all went to Europe. And in Portland they had huge silos that were kept, and then they filled the ships to go to Europe. So we had 10 passenger trains a day in the 1920s, and probably about 30 freight trains. So this was a very, very active line. Used to be a water tank. A little further down there was a spigot. There were 2 tracks for the Grand Trunk here. There was a water spout here, and we still have the semaphore, which was the controlling unit for trains coming and going. They either slowed down to get orders, or they stopped to get orders. And we've got the blades coming to replace the 2 red and white blades that are on there. And this past year the building was granted a historic, New Hampshire historic designation. So yeah, it's been a labor of love for the town. I mean, I thank goodness that they had the foresight to save this building. Yep, come on in and we can run the trains.
So there's no admittance fee, right?
There is none.
Oh, so that's good.
Free of charge. We got a lot of historic photographs there.
Let's take a look at those real quick. And...
Hello? Where's the train place?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the old Maine Central Harvest Gold paint scheme.
Yes.
That's nice. Oh, I saw the real life version of that last year, the 2816.
Yes. Yeah.
I actually saw that.
Totally restored, and that was beautiful.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and share, and thank you very much for watching.